Good morning or good afternoon. Hello. So this is your daily tarot card reading for Born Without Boundaries. For those of you, this is a general reading for all zodiac signs. The way that it works is we're attracted by energy. So you have to trust the pull that your heart says. Maybe this thumbnail attracted you. Hi guys. Maybe this title attracted you. Maybe a hashtag or a keyword brought you here. Whatever it is, you have to trust that you were attracted here, pulled here for a reason. That's how it works. If the message wasn't for you, you probably wouldn't have been available that day, right? If you're looking for zodiac specific messages, those are on Born Without Boundaries Tarot. I bring out 12 brand new messages for each of the zodiac signs every single week over there and on Vimeo. So I encourage you to go and subscribe and enjoy in both of those places. But over here on Astrology Motivation, I upload the weekly astrology forecast, which is essential every week. It's an energy reading, but it goes by the energies of the planetary aspects. And it lets you know, kind of gives you a look into how the energy around for each day is going to impact you, your moods, the behavior of others. And it comes complete with a mantra of how to focus that energy. And then, of course, I post this daily tarot card readings as well. If you want to join the daily tarot card readings live, then please find me on Instagram at born_without_boundaries, where I am filming live right now. So everybody's here. Hey guys, thank you so much for being on live. I appreciate it. So today is the Ivy Moon. Hi, Buzzy. Kisses is doing very well today. Will you stop? She's doing very well today. That's my little cutie. My little chunky monkey. My little bucky. What the fuck are you doing? Kisses, what are you doing? What are you doing? She don't even know. She's so cute. Yep, she's the best. So today is the full moon. It actually was full at 10:57 a.m. this morning over on the East Coast. So it would have been around 11 something a.m. over here on the West Coast. But today is still a very beautiful day to celebrate the full moon energy all day long. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing full moon stuff today. I did some full moon stuff yesterday night as well. So, yeah. So there you go. Let's read today. The moon goes void, of course. It went void, of course, at 10:57 a.m. Just at the full time it was fully full. The moon will enter Taurus at 3:59 p.m. Well, that's already, so the moon is technically already in Taurus now. That might be why I'm feeling so gosh darn good. I always feel super happy when the moon is in Taurus. I've kind of analyzed it and been able to, by tracking the moon daily, especially using this Llewellyn's Witch's Date Book. It's not a paid promotion. I just love this shit. I've really been able to track my mood swings. As a Cancerian, everybody's like, oh, you Cancers are so moody. And we are. But it's because our ruling dignitary changes energies every 2.5 days. So try some of that, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Leo's, the sun changes every, 38 days, 20 30 days. It's a month, right? The sun changes, Mercury changes every... every 2 months or something like that. Venus is about that too. The inner planets change. Mars changes every 2.5 months or something like that. 2.5, 3 months. So it's yeah, y'all all get a time to just chill the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? You get time to chill the fuck out. But us, we don't get time to chill the fuck out. Every fucking 2.5 days, energy shifts for us and we feel that. And so it is definitely one of the things that make us so empathetic and so beautiful in that sense. But it's also kind of like a whirlwind and a mind fuck for your head. So, because every single 2.5 days we kind of absorb in a different way. and interact in a different way, and it can get crazy. But when the moon is in Taurus, I've realized, when I say we, I mean Cancerians. When I've noticed that the moon goes into Taurus, it's like there's this shift in my energy, and there's this level of happiness, and everything is okay that I don't really get around like at any other time. So we have it's called the Ivy Moon. We discussed that yesterday, and I'll read that to you again because I actually did this last night and it was so beautiful. The color of the day is white, and white light is all colors combined. And then we have the blood moon. So some people call it the blood moon. Ow, baby. So the Ivy Moon brings us a wonderful opportunity for ancestor magic. The Celtic tree month of Ivy, and I think it has more to do with this being in the month of Ivy than it has to do with, I think the blood moon is more of its general name, but because it fell in the Celtic month of Ivy, now it becomes the Ivy Moon, and that's why this kind of manifestation works, because it's the Ivy Moon, or the moon that falls in the season of the Celtic tree month of Ivy. Oh, it always, I guess, falls in. No, because sometimes the full moon in Aries, well, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, I'm gonna stop because I don't think I can make this generalization. But the Celtic tree month of Ivy is adjacent to the season of Samhain as well, making this the perfect moon for calling upon the support of those who have come before us. Ivy reminds us that we must remember to accept support and to ask for help from others. Greatness is never achieved alone, and survival is rarely a solo effort. Sometimes we all must admit we have tapped out our own resources and must learn to accept assistance from those around us. This includes both earthly and otherworldly ancestors of blood, place, or tradition. Think of an obstacle or an area in your life you are in need of assistance in. Gather a pen and paper and head to a place where you can write and view the moon. I did this last night, and it was a really beautiful experience, and I haven't gotten that good of a night's sleep in weeks. I just want to say, in the magical, supportive light of the Ivy Moon, pen a sincere letter to appropriate ancestors about your issue, accepting their assistance. Send the letter into the other worlds by safely burning it in a fireproof cauldron or a bowl until totally out. And then you cast the ashes out, and just let the moon take them. And it's so beautiful. And I do the burning and casting every full moon with things that I'm ready to let go of, but I've never done this burning and releasing to my ancestors to ask for help. And it was one of the most peaceful experiences I've ever had, and I finally got a good night's sleep last night, and I'm so happy. So I highly recommend it. It was a beautiful experience. Let's get on with the reading. Ships coming in. Maybe you need to look in new directions. Interesting. Clarity and triumph. And straw that broke the camel's back. You know what's really wonderful about that energy is almost like the clarity and triumph is right next to, it's almost like, I get it. I finally get it, or I'm finally done. It's done. It's over. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like It's kind of like we were talking about yesterday about really being done. Like happy done. Not angry done, not mad done, but done. Ooh, there's some conflict here. Ooh, two people clashing. Ooh, maybe it's about, ooh, now there's connection. Ooh, oh, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't know. This could be like, the Five of Wands there, though, is very much kind of like very combative energy. This could be like not breaking up, but like making, like getting angry and yelling at each other to get together type of thing. That kind of energy it could be. Hold on. Oh, shit. Central energy. This is selfish energy. Or very like maybe I've lost my direction type of energy. Knight of Wands in reverse. Could be fuckboy energy. Yeah, somebody has just lost total interest in something, in somebody. Lost total interest. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Don't know which decision to make because neither looks good. Ooh. Sneaking away in the middle of the night. There's a devil here. Oh, shit. Oh. That was really interesting, God. That was really interesting. I'm going to tell you this right now. Somebody is robbing themselves of a really wonderful experience because they're afraid. They're really legitimately missing out on an opportunity. They're almost blindfolding themselves to the missed opportunity. This beautiful connection and coming together. They're blinding themselves to it. And what if I had it in this way? So I'll tell you this. Somebody doesn't want to see what's actually going on because look it, there's the Lovers and the Devil. And these cards are made in very similar imagery for a very good reason. And that very good reason is it becomes really easy to think about attachment. It becomes really easy to like go from loving somebody or a loving connection to an obsession and being controlled by somebody. But it's almost like in some ways we can't get out, or we feel like we can't get out of this relationship or circumstance, this situation. Can you please clarify this Knight of Wands in reverse? Clarify the Knight of Wands in reverse. There's something that we really want that we're not going after, and I'm not really sure why. Or that we know somebody, they want to go. It's like somebody wants to go, but they're stuck. They're stuck in a situation that they know is over, but I don't know. It's like they're beating a dead horse, or they're doing it. They've lost the passion for it, or we've lost the passion for something, but at the same time, we're trying to like avoid conflict. So it's like we're trying to look like or bring the appearance of, oh, everything is fine, everything is right, but it's not fine and it's not right. And what we really need now is the strength to be able to admit that to ourselves, because this is like somebody is being held in a circumstance or a situation that is just bad. the star card is here, which means it's almost like an opportunity is going to be offered, or an offer is on the table to get you out of this situation. Will you take it? You have to take it. The death card is here. I asked for clarification on the Knight of Wands in reverse. The death card is in reverse. Death card in reverse means death. It means actual fucking physical fucking death. And it could be, or the death of something, right? The death, the end of something. You're finished, you're done. It could be the death of you at work, or work getting to be so bad that it's killing you, or it feels like it's killing you, or you're just fucking done with what you're doing. Or like the death of work that you've been having to do, or maybe in a good way, you're done with work that you can't stand to do. You're done with work that you can't, like, that you do just to make money. You're kind of like, there's doneness to it. There's complete finished. There's like walk out of work and leave kind of ending to it. This is definitely, yeah. And then you have the Four of Cups following it up. It's also in reverse. There's just like, you're empty. There's no interest, no consideration for it ever anymore. To the point where you may be curious why someone ever looked good to you to begin with. But it's more than that, because I feel like this is more like, I want to get out. This is the energy of, I want to get out. I'm emotionally done, but I don't know how to get out. I feel stuck. Well, there's an opportunity that's being presented by the universe. And that's kind of like that statement of ask for help, because it's there for you. Ask for help. Ask for help today. Especially from ancestors, according to the Witch's Date book. But ask for help. Be like, I'm stuck in this situation and I don't know how to, I need your help. Just please help me get out of this, because it's really definitely, it's kind of killing me inside. And yeah, it's kind of killing me inside, you know, and I need some help to get out of this. See, if this was Eight of Cups, it could have been somebody actually passing away at work or because of work. But I don't feel that. What I think it is Eight of Pentacles in reverse is work that kind of kills you slowly. So this is like, because it's doing something that you hate. You're doing it just to go through the motions because it serves a purpose. So ultimately, it's like, this is like killing you slowly because of your lack of enthusiasm for it. But there is a sense of being stuck. Maybe because outwardly it looks so good. But there's a realization here that when the opportunity comes through, it's like you need the opportunity to get you to leave. You need the stepping stone to be presented to you to find a way out. You can't just leave. Somebody, this is the energy of somebody that can't just leave. For whatever reason, they can't just leave. But if you give them a hand or reach out a hand, they will be able to leave. So, okay. It's like really not being able to see a way out, but if one is offered to you, you're going to fucking take it. You are good enough. You are good enough. That's a statement that you guys needed to hear, and then expect powerful change. So this is definitely a breakthrough that confirms. So you are good enough. And new moon eclipse. It's like all of a sudden, bam, somebody recognizes you're the fucking one they have to choose. You're the one that deserves the attention. You are good enough. And even, or it could be more personal. It could be just realizing I'm good enough, and that's what makes you break through. That's the change. Realizing that I'm good enough even without this shit. I don't need this shit. I don't need it. I am good enough even without it. I am good. I am good. I don't need it. I am good enough. I am good. 100% I am good. I am good enough. powerful change. It's kind of like the belief in yourself that kind of is like, mic drop. Fuck you, bitch. Get away. Peace out. I don't need your permission. I don't need your validation. I know I'm good enough. I mean, you know what? Maybe I'm too good for this shit. Maybe I'm too good for this shit. Just saying. That kind of energy. Beautiful energy. Today, big old changes. It's interesting how your whole world changes when you feel better about who you are. When suddenly you have self-esteem, your whole world changes. Spontaneous, so something that you're creating is getting an opportunity right now. Yep, and I think that there's somebody here that maybe you don't really realize likes you or really is interested in you, but it's like they're a lot more, you make them a lot happier than you think. Spontaneous and intuitive creation and field of dreams. It's through your creative powers that your life is changing. It's through something that you're working on or creating or something or someone that you created that your life is changing. Big old beautiful breakthroughs coming through. Help in an unexpected place or from the wise old owl, the wise old trees. This could be ancestors. Help is coming. Help will be provided when you ask and when you need it. Help will always be given at Hogwarts for those who ask for it. No to those who deserve it. Right? Right? And then we have, good day, sir. Good day. I am done. I'm over it. I'm over you. I'm moving on. Being able to move, being able to get the fuck out, being able to say peace the fuck out, being able to say, it's like almost like this card is about, I've grown beyond you. I've matured beyond you. I don't need these whimsies, these fantasies. I don't need this anymore. I am moving on. Loyal heart. You found somebody so much better. Or you found a situation that's so much better. Or you found wholeness inside of yourself. It could be all those things. But ultimately, this is it. Loyal heart. Now, new life is coming up in reverse. Not for you. It's almost like you're realizing that something is not for you. It's like you're starting to realize, but it's not tragic. It's like, this is the breakthrough. You're starting to realize, I don't want to be here, or I don't want to be doing this, or I don't want to be with you. Like I said, I'm good. Like I get it now. I've seen it. Something is just really not meant for me, and it's like the key that unlocks the door that I could take myself out of now. Beautiful. Now, not for you is in reverse. So that means something is for you. New life. I think somebody's looking again at something. I feel like somebody's reviewing something that's already in existence and now realizing that they like it better than they thought originally they did. I think that's the setup to the opportunity. But I don't think this person or this situation would have been able to figure that out without going through the bad shit first. Okay, so I got a story to tell you. Story time, children. This is a good example of what I mean. And it's got nothing to do with you. You can't control it. You just got to trust in God and ask for God to conflict and defeat. Conflict and defeat. Okay, so once upon a time, I worked for a company called Pitney Bowes. Pitney Bowes is an old company out in Stamford, Connecticut. It's been around for like 100 years. And basically, they got their big claim to fame by patenting a stamp machine. You know, if you get letters in the mail, they don't have actual stamps on them. They have a stamp, right? And that's what Pitney Bowes did. It got a government contract to work their machines and to charge by every stamp, so they didn't have to print out actual stamps. It's a stamp machine that just actually did this. So you'll see it. You'll see the letters that just have a stamp on it, like a stamp, not like a paper stamp with you have to lick and stick, right? That's what Pitney Bowes started out as. Been around for, I think, over 100 years now. So I think my life is going to turn around when I put in to get this job, making more money than I ever made before in my life. This was a while ago. And I'm like, oh, they're going to hire me. I hope they hire me. This would change my life. And I was working with a recruiter, and she hooked me up with an interview. And on the first interview, I blew it out of the water. I knew that there was such chemistry between me and the person on the other end of the line. I answered his questions. He was the nicest person. I absolutely adored him. And we moved on from there. I moved on to another person. And it was the same thing. It was like a week later, it was the same thing. It was like really great energy, really great vibe, really wonderful. And then like 3 weeks went by, and I got no fucking response. So I reached out to the recruiter, who was very helpful, and she was like, let me check on it for you. And finally they came back with the answer that they decided to go with another candidate about a week later after that. So after like a month and a half of really thinking I'm going to get this job, I got the news that no, they were going to go with another candidate. And I was fucking heartbroken because I needed the money. I was at a point where my best friend had to lend me money so I could pay 2 months rent and not lose my apartment. So I really needed this job. And that really kicked me in the fucking gut, man. About a week later, the recruiter gets back to me and says, the candidate they selected fell through. They would like to see you in their office. And I was like, okay, but let me say this. I'm not going to go through the rigmarole that I just went through. I was like, they're gonna make a decision after this or not. I like put my foot down. And she was like, yes, absolutely. So they saw me in person. Once again, I gelled with everybody that I met. Really, really, like, it was just kind of like an obvious click to fit, right? And a week later, they offered me the position. I find out that this perfect person that they first offered the job to didn't pass their background check. When they did a background check on this person, they found out that he had multiple criminal infractions. And that the reason why he was working at the job that he had just been coming from is because it was a prison to work program. And I was like, wow. Wow. Sometimes motherfuckers can't see. They're too busy looking, because I know my whole team. I still talk to my whole team from Pitney. They're like my friends. There was immediate click between us. Immediate comfort. We spoke each other's language. We were a great fucking team. We really, really just clicked. And you could feel the click in the interviews. You could feel like, this is the person. This is definitely like, I belong a part. It was almost like I was already a part of the team. Right? But some people cannot trust that. And I know because with in terms of my coworkers and my friends now, the corporate world doesn't let you trust that. The corporate world says, you got to look at what's on paper. This has to be measurable. You okay, honey? Okay? That's the problem with some people. It's got to be measurable. But what's on paper, A, can be lied about, manipulated, fucking bullshit. That's what I tell you. I've told you guys this before. Don't sit there checking your goddamn boxes, because the check boxes don't fucking matter. What is the vibe that you pick off of somebody? What is the vibe? That's what I'm talking about here. This was a perceived defeat. This is a perceived defeat. This is something that was fucking stolen from you, and you didn't understand. You didn't get it. You don't understand why this opportunity was stolen from you. It didn't make any fucking sense, right? Why? It's because even though there was a meant to be destiny, somebody was too fucking afraid to be able to say, that one. That one. I don't care that it's a risk. It's not a risk when your heart is certain of something. And this is not just about romance. This is about connection. I'm talking about when you're picking up on somebody's vibe. You are just vibing with somebody. 100%. That is not a risk. You're taking more of a risk by ignoring it than you are. But that's not the way like the corporate world works. That's not the way a lot of people's minds work. No, I got to do this by the book. I got to do this by what's already expected. I'm not going to take any risks. I'm not going to do anything new because I'm just not. This is the serendipitous aspect of something pops. Something snaps. Like in my case, they did the background check and they realized, wow, this guy was not what he said he was on paper. Right? Clearly, there's an application process that asks you, do you have any criminal infractions or etc. Clearly, he didn't fill out the honest answer, right? Clearly. The background check is done for that reason. I'm not trying to say that people don't deserve a second chance when they get out of prison. That's not what I'm trying to say. In fact, I believe the opposite of that. But ultimately, you do have to disclose it up front so at least people know you're not lying to them. If somebody that's trying to hire you learns something about you in a background check because you fucking lied about it, guess what, asshole? Nobody wants to work with somebody who's going to lie to them. So ultimately, he fucked himself. But the bottom line is, my team needed to go through that experience before they could qualify me, even though they could feel I was the right one, because they just weren't willing to take the risk on the wild card. And for some reason, according to the resumes, I was the wild card, not him. But y'all, I'm not the wild card. But it's like some people need this process. They need to fail. They need to actually feel and experience, holy shit, look what I got myself into. This is not your failure. It's their failure. What did I get myself into? Why did I do this? This is what's starting now. At the tail end of Mercury retrograde shadow period is like a dog's tail. I told you this a lot. Mercury retrograde, like 2 weeks before the retrograde happens, you can think about it as a dog's body, right? 2 weeks before the retrograde happens is like the dog's mouth. But you can see how dangerous that is, right? The retrograde is actually like the dog's body. It's pretty basic. It's pretty like status, right? Status quo, predictable. But Mercury retrograde shadow period, 2 weeks, up to 2 weeks after Mercury goes direct, it's like that tail that whips, right? It's like, it's really chaotic, it's really crazy, and you don't know what the fuck it's gonna knock down as it's walking through the house. That's kind of how it is. So expect that there's a lot of unexpected shit that's still going to be knocked over. And remember, nothing can be knocked over that is meant to be or solid. So somebody has made, something, some organization, some industry, some employer, they have made the wrong fucking choice. And they're going to have to learn through what they're starting to suffer and all the conflict that's now coming into their life. And this could be you too. That shit, why did I do this? Why did I make the decision that I made? Why did I fucking do that? Why? And understand, you can always make another decision. You don't have to keep deciding to make the same mistake. You don't have to. And I've said this before too. You can be abused. I'm not saying anybody's getting abused. But you can be in an abusive relationship for 15 years and get beaten every fucking night for 15 years straight. You are not obligated to 15 years and a day. At any point, you can get up and make a decision that says, I'm fucking done. Right? So now is like this turning point of somebody starting to realize, I fucked up here. And once you realize I fucked up here, what do you want to decide now? Where do you want to go now? Where do you want to be now? What is really calling your heart? And then you say, God, this is where I really want to be. And I really don't want this situation in my life anymore. Please help me out of this situation and help me into the one that's good for me. And I swear to God, you're going to get help. I swear to God, you're going to get help. Even if it's like the 1-800 or 911 pops into your face and says, call it now. Or like, but trust the signs, you know? You're going to get some divine intervention because there's this energy of something is not as it seems. And somebody is actually better than or nicer than you assumed they were. Or, somebody isn't as nasty or, not nasty, but like aloof or third time's a charm. Let's keep going. Third eye chakra. Yeah. This is an energy of somebody who is not paying attention to their instincts, who is closing themselves off to the vibrations that tell us what's right and wrong. You're not using their higher self. There's somebody who is basically hellbound. They're bound to earth. They're this energy of just, no, if I can't see it or prove it, I don't believe it. But that's fear. That's fear-based. Throat chakra here. Open up your throats. You're going to hear something. Somebody's going to say something. Maybe even speaking to somebody. This is in the next 24 hours. Heartache and loss. Heartache and loss. Triumph and success in the past and heartache and loss in the future. Somebody set themselves up to believe that they had done the right choice because they had made all the right decisions. No. That's not the case. That's not the case. Finally, something comes through to say, wow, I really fucked up. Let's put it that way. Because this is conflict and defeat. This is losing an opportunity. Losing an opportunity, but you're not the loser. You got cut from the opportunity and you shouldn't have. The losers are the people who chose someone other than you. And now they're fucking starting to see it. That's what I want you to know. And this is not about revenge. It's not even about you. This is going to go on behind the scenes and then you're going to fucking get notified when you're not even thinking of it. Competition. Bitch. You won. This was some sort of, somebody that you were in competition with. Maybe you didn't even know you were in competition with them. In the example of the job interview that I gave, of course we're in competition with other people. That's kind of natural, right? I mean, that's kind of like it. So it doesn't have to be just like around. It's just, there's competitive aspects, but there was a sense of summoned courage and self-confidence. Maybe you took yourself out of the competition, or there was a sense of a feeling of failure, a feeling of like, it made you lose your self-esteem in some way. But this is the full moon. Bam. What's wonderful about this is emotionally you're getting over it. And you'll be over it by the time it comes back to you. So you can see clearly, do I really want that? Some of God's greatest gifts are unanswered prayers. Archangel Gabriel, messenger of creativity and hope. Archangel Gabriel, man, is making somebody see you, somebody saying something about you, talking about you. Speak, say, speak, be heard. Be heard and be noticed. Blessed. Blessed. You really deserved better. I mean, I would have to say. And you know what's interesting about the Pitney DeVos job? 10 months later, I got laid off because the company started to disband and sell off different pieces of the company. But the opportunity that it gave me helped me get another really great job. You know, so I'm saying it's like I really did need the opportunity. It changed things for me. It was a game changer. We had I am crown of creation. Wow. Look at you going from like no confidence and feeling defeated to holy crap, I'm even bigger. I saw this interview with George Lucas. Y'all know how I sweat him because I love Star Wars. I saw this, it's like an old interview, 2007, with Conan O'Brien. And Conan had asked him a question about something about fandom or something like that. And George Lucas answered in a way that I thought was bomb. He was like, well, see, I am not just the leader. I am the creator. And I think he answered it in terms of the fandom, because fandom calls him the creator, right? That's what fandom calls him. And he knows that, I think. But the fact that he pointed that out, I thought was badass, because this is the difference between a queen and a goddess. Okay? You may rule what has been created, but I fucking create shit. What do you want to be? Because we are really vessels of God itself. When we are in the position of creating something brand new. The creator. I am the creator. I'm not the CEO. That bitch works for me. The board, the stockholders, these bitches make money because of me. I am not the CEO. I am not the queen. I am not the boss. I am the creator. Know the difference, bitch. And I love the confidence with which he responded and how quickly he responded. You know, it's almost like I don't have to answer to anybody. I don't have to, because that's not my level. My level is even a CEO has somebody to answer to. I don't have anybody to answer to. I can go anywhere the fuck I want with this. You know? It's like... And the wonderful thing is, it doesn't mean that he's going to always make the right choices. It means that he's always willing to take risks based on creation itself. He's not bound by a sense of obligation or keeping somebody happy. Not even the fans that make him money. His whole idea is new ideas. Keep trying new things. Keep pushing the envelope. If you don't like it, well then guess what? I don't care. I'm going to try to push another envelope. It's not about making money. It's about making art. It's about creating. And there's such a power in that freedom, and the foundation of that freedom is courage. It's like you have to be brave enough to be a creator. You have to be brave enough just to not just to be somebody who's doing somebody else's shit, running somebody else's shit, following somebody else's rules. And that's kind of what we're talking about, this vibe of trust the vibe above running things or being the boss. The creation vibe. What is the creator in you responding to? And do you have the balls to be in the conversation at all? That kind of energy is kind of what we're being asked right now. And I love that. I love that. This could also mean it was something that you created, that people are finally, that's finally getting a chance. I don't know what y'all do for a living, but you keep on at it and hold your and maintain your integrity and don't give up. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. And this comes up, everybody should have chills right now because we know that Ivy Moon is all about ancestry, right? All about ancestry. So it's like you're breaking those chains. Don't just go and be somebody's slave. You get out there and you go after something and make something of your own. And then we have Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Bam. Protection. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. Don't give your power up to anybody else. This is my favorite card in the deck. I love that it came out. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Holy shit. Yes, I am. And I'm sitting here. Yep, I'm ready. Yep. Lots of angel messages. Lots. First we had let yourself sparkle and shine. You are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world. This is not a time to hold back. Unikite answered prayers. All your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. Self-confidence through God confidence. Believe in yourself by believing in God working through you. Did I just say the creator? And that's where your creator comes from. This connection. Believe in that working through you. Even if when you doubt your own value, believe in the creation itself. And then life lessons. You can break free from recurring negative patterns by praying to know the lesson and blessing they contain. This is breaking free of ancestral patterns. You can break free from recurring negative patterns. And this is kind of like Peridot is this is the thing. It's like recurring negative patterns. That's what it is. It's fear. I have to do the same thing. I have to do the same thing. I have to do. No. You, at any time, 15 years, doesn't have to be 15 years in a day. At any time, you can be like, no. I don't have to continue the same thing. I don't have to make the same fucking choice. I can go against my family. I can go against the expectations. I can go against everything if I just have faith. Purification and detoxification. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. It's time to get rid of this crap that's holding you back and holding you down. It's time to stop. It's time to say, no more. No more. Cold turkey. And this is like, I don't think it's happening as quickly as all this. I think it's like somebody's just coming into the conscious awareness of, we're being stupid here, and it's the stupider I allow myself to be, or the longer I allow myself to sit in this stupidity, the worse things get. Now it's like I finally see the connection between the bad choice and feeling like shit. And things starting to go to crap. I tell you, my life changed when I did one thing. I started putting my energy into my son instead of his father. My life changed entirely when my focus went from be a mom first, love that boy, and give him everything he needs to just be the best and have a great life. Instead of chase this dude, try to get his attention, try to be what he wants you to be, or beg him to be with you. My life was fucking shit. The day I stopped was the day everything turned around for me. And I never looked back. So, and that didn't happen in a second. But I think the dawning started to happen. The realization of, and that's what I'm talking about. This is the realization. This is the awakening of somebody awakening to realize, I don't want to be here. I don't want to continue to choose what I chose before. I'm starting to see the gold overlay flake away and the shit and garbage underneath. I can't unsee that. I can't unsee how thin that gold really was and how tarnished it was, so it was probably not even really gold. I can be ashamed that I was that attracted to and willing to sink that low for something shiny, but I'm even over that. I just want to take myself as I am now, and I want to move on. I don't want the garbage anywhere near me, and I'm going to get away from it. And that leap of faith in what could be, that leap of faith in I deserve better, even if I've been stupid this whole time, is what is essential right now to change the trajectory. But it's available. It's still going to be a choice, but the availability is right there for those who want to make it. Shame is going to be that one thing that trips you up. Shame is that thing that comes back and says, but you've been a party to this. You've been participating in this. You've said yes this whole time. You said that you wanted this over this. You have to continue to go ahead and do this. You have to because you don't have to. And every cell in your body is going to be screaming, I don't even care if I have to. I'm not going to. Fuck all of this. And that's what I was trying to describe to you today. It's not just fuck it. It's like you're so ready to fuck all of this that you're not even going to let your own shame keep you stuck in that place anymore, because you are done. And you don't care what's on the other side. There's nothing scarier than staying stuck one more day where you're miserable. Nothing is going to keep you there. Not even the fear of the unknown. Good morning. You just woke up. I love that. I love that. Heart song. What is your heart saying? Stop and listen. What did I just say? What is your heart saying? Stop and listen. Your truth lies within the empty spaces between your thoughts. Your truth shines through from within your soul. Your truth is that which is eternal and unchanging. Your truth is love. What is your heart saying? Stop and listen. Once you hear it, you ain't never getting it out of your head. That's the power of today. That's the power of the Aries full moon. Wisdom. Everything has a place and purpose. To be wise is to have great love, tolerance, and compassion for all things. I love you guys. I'm officially signing off this time. And yeah, I will definitely see you tomorrow. If you want to see this all the way through, don't go to Instagram because I won't be able to show it to you. But I am going to compile these 3 videos into one video and upload it to Astrology Motivation. And over there, you'll get to see the continuous reading. I love you guys so much. Enjoy your full moon Wednesday. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.